If you go back in time all the way, now bear with me, all the way to 3 days ago, I put out a video on how the spread for constitutional silver had just gone nuts. It had gone from 4% to 12%. But man, how times have changed in those 3 days, and they changed quick. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sober Stacker. I woke up sober this morning because I went to bed sober last night, guys. Today is 1,502 days of continuous sobriety, and if you will please bear with me, I quit smoking, I quit drinking, I quit the illicit drugs, and now I got a good old American test cold. Yes, times have changed quickly. The market is just nuts right now. It's very hard to keep up with because I can call in the morning, and I haven't done this. I'm just saying theoretically, I could call in the morning and the spread price would be one way. And then in the afternoon, it could change drastically. But at the time that I physically went to Tulsa Gold and Silver today, or actually yesterday, it is 2:30 a.m. The spread for constitutional silver was just insanely tight, tighter than I've seen it. Now, I've been stacking for about a year and a half. I have not been tracking spread price or spread percentages for that long. This is just something I started doing for a couple months ago. But you can see my handy dandy notes here, man. I am all organized and ready to go. So at the time that I walked in the door, and yes, they were extremely busy. People were selling knives, silverware, sets, things like that. One lady in front of me was talking about she had all these half dollars, and I was trying to tell her that they were not silver. They were too late. The dates were too late. But she went up and had them checked anyway, and I don't blame her. You don't take somebody's word in line. Get it from the professionals. But anyway, $84.88 was the spot price for silver when I was there. So for $1 face value of constitutional silver, the melt value would be $60.69. That's pretty good. Their buyback price, what they would buy it for me for, was $53.85. That's 88.8% of melt. Get this. Their sale price was $55.85. 92% of melt. So that is a 3.6% spread. That's the lowest or the tightest I have ever seen it since I've been following the spread. $2 spread on constitutional silver. The guy that I talked to, I don't know his name, but he is a regular there. There were some new faces in there behind the counter that I didn't recognize. But this guy is one that I have spoke to quite a few times, and he said that the constitutional silver is flying out the door. He couldn't give me a reason why the spread was so tight. He doesn't set that. But he did say that people are buying constitutional silver. Now, about a month ago, I want to say maybe a month ago, I put out a what-if scenario video about the price of silver going up so high and so fast that people start turning to constitutional silver. Now, is that happening all over the country? I have no idea what's going on in your area. All I can tell you is what Tulsa Gold and Silver is doing. I did call Tulsa Gold and Gems, but they still have not got their act together. I'm not even going to put their prices up on the screen because they were $15 back on buy and $3 behind spot on sale. That's ridiculous, but that is how they're running their business. Maybe they're not selling as much. Maybe people are bringing more in to sell it to them. I don't know. But a 3.6% spread on constitutional silver right now, $2 spread at Tulsa Gold and Silver, is by far the best I have ever seen, the tightest. The other video I did, the tightest I had seen was 4.9%. Now we're at 3.6%. That is an incredibly, insanely tight spread for constitutional silver at Tulsa Gold and Silver. What it is in your area, I have no idea. But I encourage anybody, if you're in the market for constitutional silver or any silver, make sure you call around to different places. If you don't have a coin shop in your area and you buy online, please check prices in several different companies, several different locations, PMs for sale, eBay, Pure Metals. There are so many sites to buy peer-to-peer. I don't know if eBay would be really considered peer-to-peer. I guess it would be, but I mean, they have the fees and everything on eBay. So I've been having a lot of luck on eBay. Pardon me, guys. I am terribly sorry. I'm breathing heavy. I just have a chest cold, and it's working on me right now. But again, still cigarette free, still alcohol and illicit drug free. Any drug free. I don't even take a Tylenol PM. I will not take anything that alters the way I feel unless it's like a ibuprofen, an aspirin, or a Tylenol. And then it better not make me tired. So let me know what's going on in your area in the comments, because I'm just curious what is going on nationwide here with constitutional silver. It seems like people are really wanting to buy the constitutional silver now instead of buying the 1 ounce rounds or American Silver Eagles or any government issued coin because of the premium. At least that's my little neck of the woods here. So to move on to some different stuff here, I want to talk about two things that I got from eBay. The first, I went ahead and opened it because, when I try to open something on camera, I always struggle. But here's the package it came in. It came in today, and I still have another one back here that I need to open. But I'm not going to reach for it right now because I'll probably knock everything over. But I did get a 1955 Roosevelt dime, and it is in fantastic condition. Now I'm going to pull up the eBay listing where I bought it, or when I bought it, because I'm not real sure when I got it. So 1 second. All right, here it is. I had to take a little break and just drink a little bit of coffee and try to clear myself up a little bit here. When did okay, January 6th. I don't see the time. Usually it's got the time on there. Oh, there it is, 5 p.m. I won the auction for $6.51 for a silver, brilliant, uncirculated Roosevelt dime, 1955. And of course, free shipping. So let's see how I did with the melt value. Go to old cornflation here. And we'll go to silver coins. Roosevelt dime, even though it doesn't matter which dime, $6.20. So I paid 31 cents over current melt value, but it is brilliant uncirculated. I wish they would have sent it in a protector, but they sent it in a little zip bag, and I have not touched it. But I also have not bought any protectors yet. I keep forgetting to buy them. So that will get added to the stack. Did I get it under melt? No, I did not. Which is my ultimate goal, to get stuff under melt from eBay. Why I bid up on that at the time on January 6th? Probably because it was brilliant uncirculated. And sometimes I have a short circuit and just don't pay attention what I'm doing. Just like when I bought this. Mistake was made, people. Not an expensive mistake, but a mistake nonetheless. The reason I was at Tulsa Gold and Silver today was I wanted to know if this was real, because I got it for what I thought was a very good price, but it turns out that I was completely wrong on what I thought this was. 1959 Mexico, un peso. Well, Patrick, he's the one that actually tested this for me at Tulsa Gold and Silver. He said, yeah, it's real. They don't typically try to reproduce or fake a 10% silver coin. And I went, oh, wait a minute, 10%? I paid $9.50 for this. Somehow I got it in my head when I was bidding on it, or when I bought it, I'm going to pull it up here, that the melt value on this was over $11. All right, as you can see, it was an auction, and I got it January 4th, Mexico, 1959, un peso, $9.50, free shipping. I was thinking this thing had a melt value of over $11. Where I got that from, I have no idea. I paid twice what this coin is actually worth in melt value. Now, numismatic value, maybe. I doubt it. I don't know. Point is, do your research. I don't know what I was thinking. Not a huge mistake. It's not horrible. You know, I didn't spend $90 for a $45 coin, but I did spend twice what the melt value is. But it is nice, and it is a very pretty un peso. I just did not realize it was only 10% silver. I don't know where my brain was. And that's what happens sometimes. So yeah, if you're going to bid on eBay, make sure you double check what you're bidding on. Guys, that's it for this video. It's just crazy how within 3 days, the spread on constitutional silver has just got super tight, man. I will keep you guys updated on what's going on in this area. Thank you guys so much for the views, for the likes, for the comments. Thanks for sticking around in this video. You guys have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed Tuesday. I'll see you in the next video.